Hi, I'm Asna, and today I'll be showing you a pumping heart model. The materials I use for this demonstration are 3 squeeze bottles with holes in the top, straws, some tape, modeling clay, and in the bottles I have water with red food coloring. This is a disclaimer that the person who is performing these experiments is a trained scientist who has all the required personal protective equipment necessary. Please be careful if attempting at home. The heart is one of the most important organs in the body. It's responsible for delivering oxygenated blood all throughout our body. It's also one of the strongest muscles in our body. It's made up of 4 main chambers: the right atrium and the right ventricle, and the left atrium and the left ventricle. Let's open it up and see what's inside. When blood is taken to the lungs to become oxygenated, it travels in through to the left atrium, where it's then transferred to the left ventricle and delivered out of the aorta to the rest of the body. Other deoxygenated blood that needs to be oxygenated and sent to the lungs comes in through the right atrium, is pumped to the right ventricle, and sent through to the lungs. Here on this model, we can see that there are multiple different valves. So what are valves? Valves are essentially barriers to prevent the backflow of blood. In order to ensure that there's unidirectional flow and we don't get mixing of different kinds of blood, this valve ensures that the blood only goes one way, and there's also a septum that runs down the middle of the heart to ensure that oxygenated blood doesn't mix with deoxygenated blood. Here I have a model of the heart with the left atrium, ventricle, and the rest of the body. And they contain oxygen-rich blood. So what happens first is the left atrium contracts, sending blood to the left ventricle. Fills up, and the valve shuts. And next, it's the left ventricle's turn to contract. It contracts and sends oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. Once the body has used up all of the oxygen in the blood, it needs to send it back to the heart so that it can be circulated to the lungs to become oxygenated again. Here we've colored the water blue to represent deoxygenated blood. So the blood will move back into the right atrium, Once the right atrium has filled, the valve will shut off and it will begin to fill the right ventricle. Once the blood has filled the right ventricle, it will be sent off to the lungs to become oxygenated and circled back throughout the body.